Everybody will have to use AI, because if you don't use AI, you're going to lose your job to somebody who does.
AI is the biggest infrastructure build-out in human history. That's not a sci-fi trailer. That's Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, at Davos. Bigger than the internet, bigger than electricity, bigger than your student loans. But here's the real question. Is AI building your future or quietly replacing it?
Yeah, cool speech. But my cousin just got laid off from a tech job. So who exactly is this infrastructure helping?
Yeah, there's several different ways that we can think through it. First of all, this is the largest infrastructure build out in human history. Yep. That's gonna create a lot of jobs. And
over the past 3 months, Davos, CES, Cisco AI Summit, Jensen Huang has been repeating one big message. AI isn't a bubble, it's infrastructure. Like highways, like electricity, like the internet.
So, should I start investing in hard hats?
Funny you say that, because at Davos, he literally talked about electricians making 6 figures wiring AI data centers.
what is AI? When you think about AI, you think about the AI models. But it's really important to understand industrially, AI is actually essentially a 5-layer cake.
Energy, chips, infrastructure, both hardware and software, then the AI model, but the most important part of AI is applications.
At Davos, Jensen described AI like a 5-layer cake. Layer 1, energy. Layer 2, chips. Layer 3, data centers. Layer 4, models. Layer 5, applications, every layer. Real workers, real jobs, real money. This isn't just coding in a hoodie anymore. This is construction, utilities, manufacturing.
Okay, but that sounds like jobs for power companies and chip factories. What about office workers? Writers? Designers?
Hold that thought. That's where things get interesting.
A company that uses AI will not be in peril. It's the company who, you're not going to lose it. You're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to someone who uses AI. So get to it. That's the most important thing. Yeah. And call Chuck as soon as possible.
At Cisco AI Summit, Jensen said something bold. You won't lose your job to AI. You'll lose your job to someone using AI. That's a spicy take.
That's CEO. Speak for adapt or good luck.
Amazon is cutting hundreds of jobs.
Tesla has laid off thousands of employees.
Google has announced another round of layoffs.
Layoffs in technology just keep coming. The latest, Google cutting hundreds of jobs.
Some carrying cardboard.
And that's the great opportunity for you. All of you could be levitated above the atomic limitations that you were limited by before. All of you could escape from this limitation, which is we don't have enough software engineers, because as it turns out, typing is a commodity. And all of you have something of great value, which is domain expertise, to understand the customer, understand the problem. And that is the ultimate value. That is the ultimate value, to understand the intent.
Maybe, but look at what's happening. AI is writing code. AI is drafting marketing campaigns. AI is analyzing legal documents. But here's the twist. Most companies aren't firing everyone. They're expecting fewer people to do more.
So instead of replacing you, it upgrades your workload.
Exactly. AI isn't necessarily deleting jobs. It's raising expectations. Think Excel in the 90s. Except now the spreadsheet talks back. At Davos, Jensen said something subtle but important. AI makes software easier to use than ever. You don't program it, you talk to it. Natural language becomes the new coding.
So typing is the new superpower?
AI suggests your dinner. AI edits your resume. AI predicts health risks. AI negotiates your car insurance. Basically, yes, prompting AI might become what using Google was in 2005. And here's the big shift. If AI becomes as basic as electricity, then not knowing how to use it becomes risky.
So AI becomes my life coach, nutritionist, and financial advisor.
Pretty much. But it still won't stop you from ordering pizza. The real change isn't robots stealing jobs. It's decision-making becoming AI-assisted. Doctors use AI to detect cancer earlier. Engineers use AI to design faster. Students use AI to learn differently. The question isn't will AI replace us? It's how comfortable are we sharing decisions with it?
But let's be real, big tech profits soar, stock markets swing wildly, layoffs still happen. Infrastructure sounds inspiring, but transitions hurt. Not everyone can pivot overnight.
Every single country, every single company, all that layer underneath is just infrastructural stuff. What you need to do is apply the technology. For God's sakes, apply the technology.
That's fair. Jensen is optimistic. But optimism doesn't pay rent. AI may create new industries. But history shows transitions are messy. Electricity created jobs. It also killed candle makers. So here's where we land. Jensen Huang believes AI is the biggest economic shift of our lifetime. Not hype, not bubble, infrastructure. But infrastructure reshapes everything. Jobs evolve, skills shift, expectations rise.
So, are you excited or quietly updating your LinkedIn?
Drop a comment. Are you learning AI tools already? Be skeptical and watching from the sidelines. See slightly terrified but pretending you're fine, because whether we like it or not, AI isn't coming, it's already here. And the only real question is, are you building with it or reacting to it?
Everybody's jobs will change as a result of AI. Some jobs will disappear. Obviously, every single industrial revolution, some jobs are just gone, but a whole bunch of new jobs are created. Everybody will have to use AI, because if you don't use AI, you're going to lose your job to somebody who does.